everybody. I am not live from the Township Hall, and Chief Zugan is not live from where?
Anna Maria Island, Florida.
Maria Island. You know who is live from there?
Jen Leonard.
Jen Leonard, yeah. So welcome, Chief Zugan from the South. Oh my gosh. I got to tell you, he's from the Chagrin Falls Fire Department. But yesterday I had an interview with Mayor Coons, which is coming out today. And I was trying to say Chief Rizzo, and I kept saying Chief Zugan, and then I would correct myself and say Chief Zugan again.
That's okay. I'm in charge everywhere.
That's right. You are in charge of the South Russell Fire Department if you really break it down. So welcome.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Chagrin Valley Fire Department. I'm going to change that. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about, for those of you who might not know you, your little background on what you're doing, and then we'll get into how things are going over there at the station.
Background on me, or?
Yeah, just a little bit on you and what you do for a living.
Well, I'm a third-generation firefighter, following the footsteps of my grandfather and my father. Been with the Chagrin Valley Fire Department for 33 years, and I'm currently working right now. I'm not in Anna Maria Island. I'm at the City of Shaker Heights Fire Department, where I've been there for 32 years. Getting ready to retire next year this time.
Oh wow!
So, yeah,
I have been watching a lot of great posts coming out of Shaker Heights. Of just some amazing things that they're doing, and I can't off the top of my head and it's just like either signs in people's yards, or there's something that people keep posting about that's going on in Shaker.
Well, they are a very progressive city here. I will say that they're on top of things, especially with this COVID-19 situation. Very out in front of everything. I give them kudos for doing a great job. As far as the signs in yards, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'll look that up. And how are we doing? As much as I'm happy that Shaker Heights on top of it, how's the Chagrin Valley doing?
Valley's doing very well too. All the communities are dialed in and doing what they're supposed to do. So I'm very happy with that. And your fire department that covers all the Valley residents. We're on top of things too. We have our plan in place, as we should. We've trained for this for years. We have contingency plans, action plans. We're ready.
Yeah. So you have to work with. We were just talking yesterday with Mayor Fritz, and he also is a firefighter, and is kind of happy in the role that he's in now because he can take some of that into what he's doing. But he was saying, I mean, you have to work with so many different mayors with different plans. Right. That's got to become a little challenging.
It is a little challenging, but I report to 5 mayors and then trustees in the township. All the mayors over the years and currently have been really dialed in and on the same page, which is a great thing. So it makes it easier for us. They're all on top of what they're supposed to be doing. Nobody's behind the 8 ball, which is really, really nice. And I'll compliment Dan Fritz. I call him the great communicator. He's a very good communicator. He knows what he's doing. And I love Mayor Renda, great mayor. They didn't miss a beat with Dan. So they're in good hands out there in Moreland Hills.
That's awesome. Are you getting more calls than normal because of the COVID-19, or are people contacting the Chamber of Commerce instead?
Right now, I think we're at the calm before the storm. We are getting calls, obviously, for COVID-19. I really can't dive into how many and where, but we have had calls, and they are increasing a little bit. Our normal calls have been steady. So it's business as usual, except for a big elephant in the room that we have to deal with.
And how are you guys equipped? Do you guys have all the necessary equipment that you need?
Yeah, that's a good question. Currently, right now, yes, we do. If you've been paying attention to any of the news stations or anything out of the CDC or state or local health departments, the big thing that we're going to be dealing with if this continues on and ramps up is having enough PPE or personal protective equipment. But right now, we're set for a 30-day ramp. So hopefully we won't get to that point.
How do you, it's so hard to be prepared for something that you don't know what it's going to be. How do you have some kind of mathematical equation that you want to, we think we're going to be seeing this many and we're prepared to, take care of this many, or like?
Yeah, it's extremely hard to prepare for an extreme event such like this. We've done many tabletop training exercises over the years, enacting our emergency plan that we have in place for, let's just say, like a tornado comes through the valley and does some pretty destructive damage. We've planned for that, for a week duration. But have we ever trained for a pandemic that might last 6 months? No, nobody has. If they tell you they have, they're lying. But
unless they're 110.
Right. With this situation, things are changing daily.
Yes.
So we have to keep up on things and change our action plan that we have in place, tweak our contingency plans if something else would come down the pike. But I'm very, very confident in our people, including the police departments that serve along right with us.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready for anything. So.
And how is the morale with my favorite firefighters over there?
I think it's good. It's a different. It's a different situation. Obviously, we're kind of quarantined. Also, we've had to shut out all the outside people coming in, and we don't accept food anymore. No station tours. We stopped all our CPR training classes, that type of thing, just to keep our people a little bit distant, and except for the emergency calls. So they'll see us. We might look a little weird coming out in our full gowns and goggles and masks, but it's to protect us and protect people that are calling 911 for us to help them.
And the firefighters' families.
Right. Yeah, we stopped all visitations from the families. That might be the hardest right there, because a lot of the families come down and hang out with dad and kids, come down through the station. I would say probably that's the hardest. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you guys are a very interactive station with the community, so I'd have to think that and you've worked very hard to build that
Right.
bond between the community. So I'm sure it's pretty hard that you're not having me pop in anytime.
Yeah, you and a lot of people. I mean, I can't tell you how many phone calls I've received from people or emails wanting to. If I said yes to everybody, we'd have food for the rest of the year. It's incredible.
Are you encouraging them, instead of donating to you guys, to donate to the food banks?
I can do that. What we've told them is, if they do want to help us out, don't bring a meal to us. But we shop at Heinen's. We're trying to shop and help our grocery store also. We shop for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you want to buy a Heinen's gift card, that helps us.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, or a gift card to one of the restaurants. I don't know if they have the time to do that or not, but we're trying to do the takeout thing also. I know my wife and I have done it 3 times. We're gonna hit up Umami's here shortly. There's the next one on our list. So we're trying to hit everybody.
Yeah, it's I've talked about with other people, our landscape is going to look a little different when this comes back. But we're the Chagrin Valley, and we'll get through it together like we always do, right?
Absolutely.
So I know things that are really changing for you, but any hobbies that you, during this slow time, although you don't really have any, this is just my standard question, that you've picked up now that we're, quarantined to our homes, which you're not, so this question doesn't even make sense to you, but I'm going to ask it anyways.
Yeah, I don't know if I picked up any hobbies, but I'm remodeling my entire house, so I've been working on that when I have a little bit of free time. It's kind of hard to go to Home Depot now without anybody staring at you, so supplies are running a little short. I do a lot of outdoor activities when I have time, so spring walleye fishing's right around the corner. Let's see if I can hopefully do that. I think I can keep 6 foot away from boats out on the lake, but we'll see. Ramp might be a little different. Just walking in the woods. My wife and I have been spending some good quality time together, taking walks every day, and just hanging out. So it's actually kind of nice. It's a little weird because the positive side, hopefully this will work out this way, but the social dynamics for the families of everybody together, hopefully it'll reverse a little bit, and they'll have some good quality time together and have a meal together every day and spend time together in our busy schedules.
It does seem like maybe the world, or for those of you who have your faith, God, might be kind of tapping on us and saying, hey, why don't we get back to what's simple in life again? And it's just a reminder for that. My daughter and I played Scrabble the other day, although she didn't let me use the word gangsta with the A, which I don't understand. Don't understand why. But I just sat back for a minute and just like, you know what? On a Wednesday night, she would be in New York City working. I would be home, probably working, and here we are having a special moment. So you gotta treasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Treasure. So if there was anything that you could say to the folks out there, we'll end the session with. First of all, where can what is a non-emergency phone number that we could put up here for Chagrin, if you know it off the top of your head?
For the fire department?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a 440-247-8281.
Okay. And of course, folks, 911 if it's really an emergency.
Correct.
And don't call the non-emergency to figure out if it is an emergency.
That's correct. Please.
So what would you tell the folks?
What I tell the folks, well, I'll tell you what's something I do every morning and every evening. I read Psalm 91. It's my piece of advice. Please read that. It'll help you. Psalm 91.
Okay.
And just everybody in the valley that we serve, South Russell, Hunting Valley, Moreland Hills, Chagrin Falls Township, and Bentleyville, and Moreland Hills. Your fire department is ready to serve you. We've always been ready, and hopefully you won't have to call on us, but if you do, just be confident we'll be there to help you. Yeah,
we everybody knows that the chamber loves the Chagrin Valley Fire Department. So thanks for spending a little bit of time with us, and you can get back to your beach over there.
Can't go, I'm bummed.
I know. I'm upset that Jen didn't invite us. Just jumped on a plane and left us.
I think she's staying there for a whole month. So.
As she should.
Yeah.
As she should. Will you be safe and make sure all our firefighters are safe over there?
Thanks, Molly. You're a rock star as usual. Thank you.
You're sweet. Thank you. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Take care. See ya.
Bye.